everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Seahawks are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a 49ers offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Room here to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. 3 yards to go on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner. But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense.
that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. It's a nice pickup on first down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Bearing it deep for Garcon. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He'll drop to throw. And able to find Garcon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. Third down here.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Whoosh. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted.
And is. He'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reuben Foster charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. On second down, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll run it now out of the gun and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on second down. Now a handoff looking right. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Now it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first and goal, Washington stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's Wilson to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Washington looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free up.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eli Harold not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Third and long. It's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And now here's a carry heading left. They find some open field here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Here we go. 1-9.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Off the screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Wilson now throwing on 3rd and long. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go. Flex round.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. To throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On first down, Wilson. Going to look deep for Wilson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A handoff for Washington. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds an opening past the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. To the ground. This time it's high. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
To throw here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Shift together here from the D-line. On first, here's Washington. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from the 5. They'll try again with Washington. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DeAndre Washington, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Wilson rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Washington on 3rd and short. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back.
But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down now after the pass completion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll look to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Chad Hansen, the intended receiver, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Halfback sent in motion. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They've got his man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard.